sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Where's the mic? Watch what?
General West.
Yeah, just like that.
Put up.
Just like that. Shit.
Look. Squeeze.
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Fire.
Off the play fake. Chambers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Chambers. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he cuts right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 53 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Danny.
Hey, Sam off.
Check safety. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, Moss. And he's got room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Topper!
Back to throw. Chambers looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rock it. Get it.
Looking to throw. Chambers for Marshall. That's complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Set up. 8, read.
Let's go, Reed, let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Get there. Let's go, line 50. Line 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Throwing on first down. Chambers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Chambers. He's going to let it go deep for the... Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready, set.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Tight, tight. Watch left. Tight, tight. Watch left. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Ready.
On first down, Chambers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Texans 7.
On the double.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Hey, exit.
I got one. I got one. Check.
Bam. Let go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
I'm coming after you. Watch the eye. Check 24. Check 24.
Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, I'm coming.
Now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to run now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Chambers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check the backer, check the backer.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Strip that ball. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
Protein spill. Fire.
On 3rd down, it's Moss. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. They'll run on first down. Moss. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Bravo.
Begin.
2nd and 6. It's caught by Davis. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, it's Moss. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 33 and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
At the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch one. Here we go.
Off play action. Chambers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You're out. Hey, echo. Step.
From the gun, Chambers. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Operating from the gun, Chambers. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, Drake.
50's the mark. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, Delta.
Back, back, back.
On first and 10, Chambers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Defense, let's go.
5.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, baby.
Look at me. Go, go.
Jim, 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 Jim. Joker, 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 Joker.
Ready, ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get him! Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check, crunch, crunch.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
30 base.
52's the mark. 52.
Go.
Check it.
Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
Be ready.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Too little, got pick.
Yep.
Muscle.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Moss. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey. Now.
They'll look to throw here. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Stop your whining.
On first down, it's Moss, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Let it.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Rock it. 61, matchbox lights.
Check hot route.
Hey, zoom. Hard.
Looking to throw. Chambers. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, Chambers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, lock it.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Slam.
Protein spill.
He's coming, double up. Check 50, check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check, 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 check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 37. Check 37.
Big rip. Big rip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, world. Come. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Chambers. That'll be complete to Cook. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready.
10 to the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Ready.
Back to throw. Chambers gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Looking to throw. Chambers dancing to his left. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dante Pettis there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
X3, 218, chop.
Sponge. No. Check 4. 25, check 25. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Look at me, zipper. There goes.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here I come. Shit.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss. Again he finds an opening. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Topper.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check safety. Hey, switch gears.
Now a give, right side. Moss. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bam.
Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Go on. Deep grip.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That's good for 28 yards.
Mike 10.
throwing on first down. Chambers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Chambers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this results in 6. Touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, faster.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Texans, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1